And the other thing about it is that mediation is effective. It works. It is an opportunity for the parties to be not in a room with each other except in the rarest of circumstances. And actually, I've seen that work where there's an open session and the parties get an opportunity to ventilate to each other, not through an intermediator, not through a lawyer. They get an opportunity to confront each other about the issues that are bothering them about the divorce, that they didn't want it, or that they don't understand why it took so long to get one. And sometimes parties apologize to each other. I've seen that happen in an open session. Rare, absolutely, but it has happened. And those parties walked out of that mediation with a better understanding going forward for the rest of their lives than I think they would have if they'd have just let the intermediaries do all the talking. Sometimes it's too contentious and you've got to let the lawyer and the intermediary, the mediator, you got to let that unfold, and you got to let them protect you or protect the other side. So that way there's not animosity. So that way you can get it done. So that way the fighting and the bullheadedness doesn't start again, and then it's back to contention and the mediation's over. So another thing about mediation is that you're hiring a third party, another attorney, usually somebody very experienced in family law, to serve as acting judge. They're going to inform both sides what the real issues in the case are and would be at trial for the judge to decide or a jury to decide if you've paid a jury fee, and maybe where you would win or lose on some of those issues. You know, maybe where you would tell a non-custodial parent, you're not going to be compelled, you may be asked, but you cannot be compelled to pay any more than what court-ordered child support is. And court-ordered child support can be quite high, especially if you're a high earner. But you can't be compelled to pay for more than that, like if there's a private school or something to that effect that the other custodial parent wants. And that gives them some assurances, because they may have heard that from their attorney, but to hear it again from an experienced family law mediator, sometimes that helps get a deal in place. And the other thing to remember about mediation is that you're there to let the process work, to let it unfold. That mediator may spend 9 minutes or 45 minutes in your room talking to you and your attorney about your case, and then maybe gone for 2 hours. And you're thinking, like, is this like a used car salesman? He's going to go talk to the manager for 2 hours and see if he can get me a better interest rate? No, they're over there working. And if they need more attention in that other room, that may be because that other room is more contentious than the room you're in with your attorney. Maybe y'all came with a more open spirit of compromise and they didn't. So let that unfold. Let that process work, because it does work, especially if you let it.